So he's going to be on the play, and he's going to be stocked up on artifact hate. So that makes this a pretty loose keep. If I were to go turn 1 drum, then if I drew an artifact land either the first or second turn, I could play Frogmite. But if I don't, then I have 2 thought casts, but only 1 artifact land. This is a tough hand, and I think as I get more experience with this deck, this will be tougher. I have 16 artifact lands in my deck. On the draw, but on the draw means he gets first shot at my lands, and I have no counter magic. You know what? I'm going to send this back. Try to get a hand with more than 1 land in it. This hand's fine. It doesn't have the upside of that other hand, but at least I'm not going to get beaten, like destroyed by a Smash to Smithereens or a turn 1 Gorilla Shaman or what have you. It could be that he just has nothing and I should have kept the other hand, but I think on the draw it's sensible to keep hands. I've even thought of putting an extra artifact land or 2 in the sideboard just so that, sort of thing doesn't happen. But so we're going to lead with the Vault of Whispers because we have 2 red cards in our hand, and if it comes to that, we do not want any of them being destroyed. We don't want the land that produces red being destroyed, rather. Okay, so it looks like he actually didn't have anything, but oh well. So he can condescend for 1 here. So I really don't want to run anything good into a condescend. But I don't want to give him unlimited time to build up either. Sphere. I'll play Sphere. Thoughtcast costs a blue here. Next turn I can play it, but not with so I can never play with Condescend protection. I'm just gonna go for it. If he counters this, it increases. I still get to draw a card off the star, and it increases the odds that I will hit a. That's the wrong one. It increases the odds that I will get a spell through next time. I'm almost certain this is condescended for 1 though. Oh, counterspell. That's even better. Because that would have gotten me at any point, and so. Plus, I drew a 3rd land and a 3rd on-color land so that I can play this Carapace Forger next turn. And he only has 2 mana available, which means he cannot condescend it for 2. So, this is looking decent. Yeah, more land is always welcome. Hold out Galvanic Blast mana because you never know. And now I got a 4/4, so he'll have to start tapping out at some point. I guess he could just Flame Slash if he has one and hold up the rest of his. Evoking Wolfdrifter is a good sign. So I think I want to go ahead and Galvanic Blast him before he can make a land drop, because this Galvanic Blast is going at him anyway, and I'm probably going to use my red mana to play Atog next turn, so I don't want him to. Did he get the Flame Slash? Bummer. Alright, let's see. So now I got Atog, and let's see what he can do with that. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully I just get to get him. Because I do have a Galvanic Blast in my hand, so if he does anything close to tapping out, I can just really get him. I don't think he has anything like Unsummon. I'm not going to play around Unsummon anyways. So, 1, 2, 3. Please tap out. But not for a Flame Slash. Ancient Grudge on Great Furnace. Well, that just causes me all sorts of problems. Well, I guess I have to. I mean, I might as well sacrifice it to this thing, but. What can I do here? Well, that changes the calculus a little bit. I think I go ahead and cycle this for red, and then Galvanic Blast him to 12, play the Carapace Forger, and bash, depending on what I draw. I definitely want to see what I draw, and I definitely want to get him with the Galvanic Blast. That's not very helpful. So I will get you while I still have Metalcraft. Yeah, Carapace Forger and Atog do not play too well together, especially post-board when you're low on artifacts. He can also flashback the Grudge with the Prophetic Prism, so Steam Core Weird shooting Atog. That's annoying. So I think I have to keep it around. Alright, so Chromatic Star and Frogmite and Bash. Alright, so we're getting the Grudge here, and I will sack this to this since I'm attacking. Huh? Basically just trying to outlast him here. I got no cards and he's got 5 now, so we've already used 2 Galvanic Blasts down to just exactly the 3 artifacts, which is bad for Metalcraft, and this is not good. So probably going to just go ahead and lose the Atog here, or you know what, I'll save it by drawing a card. Because I was going to say, because I can't really afford to go down to just the 2 artifacts, but that gives me an additional chance at finding the 3rd artifact to put it back on Metalcraft for my turn, so which I did. Okay, so Terrarian I will play, and Chromatic Star I will also play, because I may want to sacrifice 1 to pump without losing the +2/+2 on the Carapace Forger. So now, I think, do I just let him do that, or do I pump to get rid of it? If I pump to get rid of it and he shoots in response, that could be bad, but like if he makes this a red and bolts it. But I don't think there's anything I can do about that. So, goodbye Terrarian. There's another Terrarian. And okay, so he's at 4 life. So he needs something kind of big here. Because the thing about this here is that like we're not really applying a lot of pressure, but he's so low on life and we're applying some pressure, and it costs him a lot of mana, like most of his mana for the turn, to like he really needed more flame slashes or lightning bolts, and now he'll pick up 2 life. If the glimmer posts start to get involved, this could be bad because we're really tapped for gas here. Clinging to Metalcraft by a thread. Mole Drifter, ew. Another thing I gotta get past. I hate playing aggro. I'm just not cut out for it. Okay, so we can't cast this. It costs 4 and we only have 2 lands. We can cast Terrarian, and we will. Go ahead and get in there. Put Mole Drifter in front of Atog. We'll sack Terrarian to Atog. Pick up another card. And that was a good draw, because now we can just play Disciple of the Vault, and that'll do it. So, I mean, it's not always like feeling like you're in control, but if you can just keep applying a little bit of pressure. This deck top decks pretty well because most things are either artifacts for your dudes, more dudes, or game breakers like DOV. So or just cyclers. The key is keeping lands in play, and I think that's why I mulliganed the 7-card hand, because if you keep that hand and he Ancient Grudges the Seat of the Synod, then you're just giving him a game. And I'd rather be down a card than praying he doesn't have one of his sideboard things. And that's to say nothing about Gorilla Shaman or something like that that could really just put me in a deep hole. So anyways, be back for round 2.